The Dolores DCTV 4A for Wednesday, February 15th, 2012. With our news anchor Sarah, our meteorologist Salem, our camera people Myra Drew, video engineer and sound Arian, teleprompter Edward, prompter Marianne, and this is news director Arian. And now the news.
Welcome to DCTV, 4-H Evening News and Weather Report starring our famous Dove Creek students. We would like you to know that you can now buy a sponsorship for DCTV that'll help us to keep our kids' show on the air. To buy one of these sponsorships, just call 677-4119. Thank you. Public notice. The Net Nerds volleyball players will be in Blanding Saturday, February 18th. The game is at the high school gym at 8 a.m. And I'm one of them. This is Sarah reporting for DCTV. The following story is from Mike McGee's CO2 Network. Ocean acidification is the undisputed fact. The ocean presently takes up the 1/4 of the carbon CO2 emitted to the atmosphere from human activities. As this CO2 dissolves in the surface ocean, it reacts with seawater to form carbonic ocean acid and shifting the partitioning of the inorganic carbon species towards increased CO2 and dissolved inorganic carbon, decrease concentration of carbonate iron. Acidification is still rudimentary. Both the scientific community and the society at large are increasingly concerned about the possible risks associated with ocean acidification for marine organisms and ecosystems. As this new and pressing field of marine research gains momentum, many in a community, including representatives of coordinated research projects, international scientific organizations, funding agencies, and scientists in this field felt the need to provide guidelines and standards for ocean acidification research. And now I will be giving you the story from the Cortez Journal. Federal funds make timely landing. The Federal Essential Air Service Program, responsible for keeping the Cortez Airport aloft, may now take flight after several turbulent years in Washington. The program uses federal funds to subsidize Great Lakes Airlines for commercial airlines service for the Cortez Municipal Airport to the tune of $1,847,657 per year for 18 round-trip flights per week. Legislation recently passed by Congress would allow that service to continue. Cortez Airport Manager Russ Macon has local airport relied on the airline for 70% of revenues in 2010. The Essential Air Service program contained the bill is critical for us as we get most of our revenue from activity related to airline service. Macon said in a written statement Wednesday, if we lost essential air service, we would face an uncertain future for airline service in Cortez. Now I'll be giving you dumb city laws in Maine. Shotguns are required to be taken to the church in event of a Native American attack. That's way long ago. You may out of a plane in flight. After January 14th, you will be charged a fine for having your Christmas decorations still up. Now for some dumb city laws in Maine. In Augusta, to stroll down the street playing a violin is against the law. In Bedford, it is illegal to gamble at the airport. No person may roller skate on a sidewalk. And now I will be giving you the current weather. Salem.
The current temperature is 30 degrees. The high for today was 32 degrees. The low was 19 degrees. The wind has been between 1 and 8 miles per hour from the southeast. The barometer is at the barometer is at 30.15 inches and is steady. The humidity is at 62%. There is moisture measured by the DCTV weather station. Moisture for the month is 80 hundredths of an inch. I will be giving you Big Map now. There is rain and snow along the Washington-Oregon coast. More snow is falling from Wyoming into Nevada and into Colorado. More rain is coming down from Iowa into East Texas and then into New Jersey and then south along the east coast of Florida. There is more snow from Maine into New York into New Jersey. Now I will be day forecast. Thursday, sunny, 39, low 17. Friday, mostly sunny, high 42, low 20. 220. Saturday, part snow showers. High 42, 41, low 22. Sunday, snow showers. High 41, low 19. Monday, partly sunny, high 37, low 20. Now I will be giving you the CO2 numbers. CO2 concentration in the atmosphere is one of the principal indicators of climate change. The higher the number, the warmer our climate will become. We want to thank Dr. Peter Tanz of the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration for this information, and Mitchell McGee of the CO2 Now website for the information. The week of February 5th, 2012, 392 parts per million. CO2 last year, 391 parts per million. CO2 10 years ago, 372 parts per million. CO2 ago, 318 parts per million. In the last 50 years, the CO2 has risen 71.7 ppm up until the last 150 years. CO2 climbed at a rate of only 2 ppm parts per million per 100 years. If everyone can keep their auto use down and lower their use of fossil fuels as much as possible, it will all help. There are 311 million people in the U.S. according to the last census. So if everyone drove just 1 mile less a week and lowered the thermostat just 1 degree, it would really add up. Remember, you can buy a sponsorship in DCTV that will help keep our kids' show on air. To buy one of these sponsorships, just call 970-677-4119. Thank you. Now back to our news director.
That's the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. This is the news director, Arian, saying good night and thank you for watching.